I know that I've been a fool and a really dumb one. That Hello and welcome! Your boy GeekGhostGamerTop on the microphone. Hello, welcome my friends. Uh, yeah. I decided that we should have a heart-to-heart kind of thing. Yes, I'm supposed to do a whole lot of anime video essays, but I've come to the realization that I don't know. And I don't know how I could do this. I feel like I might have a bit of a tear in my eye. Wow. You know, I really swore that I would cater to you guys, but this confession is gonna be really hard. And but I have come to the wow. I'm gonna have a tear in my eye. But anyway, I've come to the realization that you guys really have done me proud. I'm glad. I'm just glad for all of you guys that have subscribed. And I have come to the realization. I've come to the realization that I have been a fool. I know I've been a fool of a whole lot of stuff, but I've been a fool, and this really comes sincerely from the bottom of my heart. That I know that I've been a fool and a really dumb one. That boy, have I been a fool to think that I'm gonna leave this and never do this again. Oh man, no way, man. Yeah, okay, sorry. But yeah, sorry guys. I'm never gonna leave this. I'm sorry. I am never gonna leave this. Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. I'm never gonna leave this. I will never. Man, I really cooked y'all. I really cooked y'all. But anyway, guys, let's get that out of the way. So yes, as I said, I will do a whole lot of anime video essays, and I believe the perfect time to do one, although I won't be doing a comprehensive one, I'll just run them down. So my top 5 anime that I've watched that I sincerely loved, I promise I'll do a top 10, but I just wanted to get this one out of the way, really, man, wow. I wonder why I had to tear jerk myself on doing this, man. But anyway, let's break it down. So this is my top 5 anime that I've watched. I will do a quick summary of them. Number five, if most of y'all know this anime, and I think it was an anime, it played on SABC1 in South Africa, is no good. Is no good. I think it's spelled IZ, not no good, or whatever it is. Yes, is no good is, I think it was a popular anime in the 70s. I might be too wrong for this, but Is No Good was a guy that had to rehabilitate himself from his wrongdoings that he had done, but unfortunately, whenever greed and temptation would come to his way, it would really bother him. I watched it, I really did, and I think it was dubbed in one of our languages. Man, Is No Good was a gem. I remember this anime, but I think it was an anime, but I might not be too sure. I saw it as an anime. I think this was my first time that I saw anime play in South Africa, and boy, this anime really kept me going. I'm happy. Wow. On to number 4. Number 4, Most of you know the theme song. I won't sing it. But Speed Racer, yeah, the old Speed Racer, 1960s Speed Racer, yeah, that one was my favorite. I would watch that one for the rest of my life. Man, so Speed Racer, most of you know the story that Speed Racer, this young kid that had to take over from his dad because his dad left the motoring world, but he is a mechanic that really helps his son, and the son goes on to be a prodigy, a motorsport prodigy with a very advanced mechanical car called the Mach 5. Now this car, this is why I also got into anime. Man, this car really got me good with its tricks, the enhancements, the steering wheel or the joystick, you know, it was this feel-good moments that a lot of us really cherished. I think there was a remake that came in like 2002, 2003 called Speed Racer X that took on a very tweakish kind of story, but also did the whole thing that Speed Racer was this prodigy. I think the difference between the old Speed Racer and the 2003 remake is that the brother, yeah, the 1960s Speed Racer didn't say anything about the brother, but man, I will take this one for the old Speed Racer. That was classic. That was classic. My number 3. I'm torn. I think I'm torn between Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and Beyblade, and I think Yu-Gi-Oh! But I am gonna kind of boil this down to Beyblade. Yeah, Beyblade. Beyblade was, I think it took on the concept of pocket monsters, but would serialize them into spinning tops. Yeah, the success of Pokemon inspired the new generation of pocket monsters being trapped, or souls in this case, being trapped in spinning tops. These spinning tops would have like special abilities, and they would have these souls that would really connect to the user that would have these spinning tops. I think the story follows Tyson, Max, Ray, Kai. Yeah, I think those 4 went on to success. Tyson had Dragoon, which was given from his granddad, and it really connected to him. Man, I loved this. I watched all 52 episodes of this thing. I didn't follow up on G Revolution because unfortunately it kind of died out. Yeah, it died out, but the original Beyblade was the one for me. I really loved it. I loved it. Coming in at number 2, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, the one where Yugi finds the Millennium Puzzle. The first part, or the first season, really focused on the dual monsters arc, but it had a bit of traces of the ancient arts of how these souls were trapped in a game involving cards, and this war that happened between Pharaoh Atem and what seems to be ancestors of the rest of the other guys like Seto Kaiba, Ishira Izuru, and yeah, it was nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch where Yugi had to find the memories of Yugi in this case, but man, was it gold. It was gold. I especially loved the penultimate season where the Seal of Orichalcos, yes, by Marek, it kind of followed that whole thing that this is just a lot more than just a game. I think it also follows Bakugan, which in this case, but before Bakugan, this was the epitome of how pocket monsters should be like. So my number 2 will go to Yu-Gi-Oh! And my number 1, Metabots. Metabots, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think I watched the first season where Iki, this boy that gets a mechanized robot, but the only way for it to operate was something called a medallion. A medallion was the soul that this robot had to communicate with its master. So Iki found this medallion. Unfortunately, it found a dog medallion because Metabee was supposed to have a bee medallion. But unfortunately, this thing goes sour. Iki had to communicate with Metabee. Metabee had his own ways that it was just messed up. But unfortunately, or fortunately, you know, friends, communication, the will to make sure that everything works. Yeah, it happened. Metabee eventually turned, but unfortunately, in the midst of all of this, there was a war that happened between robots and humans. And so the whole gist was that Metabee was the lead charge in this war. Eventually it did get to that, but you know, Metabee, by the time this war happened and it was supposed to go on, Metabee turned the leaf and went back to Iki because apparently they had this bond that they had formed through the journeys that they had, and man, it was gold. I loved it. Man, it gave me a warm feeling in my heart that something like this would never be replicated. I think you can still download Metabots in some anime websites online. If you had the chance to watch it when it was still playing physically, you are lucky. You are lucky. Anyway, guys, that was my top 5 anime that I've watched in my childhood. Like, share, subscribe. I'll leave all of those on the channel description. But did you find this experiment worth your like? Leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me that, do you want a part 2 of this? I know I'm supposed to do a top 10, but let me know, guys. Like I said, follow me on my socials, like, share, subscribe, and let me know, guys, if y'all think that I should do more of this. Anyway, guys, your boy GeekGhostGamerTop on the microphone. Later.